Good morning, friends. I hope all of you are at home, safe, and locked at your homes. This opportunity I am taking for my dear students so that they can learn from home for our applied mechanics subject. And the unit is coplanar non-concurrent force system. Today I am going to extend what we had learned in the last lecture. In the last lecture, we had done the problems on movement, very fundamental problems we have considered. Now today I am taking a frame structure, and in the frame structure I am taking a horizontal load, I am taking a vertical load, I am taking an inclined load, right? So based on that, we are going to solve three problems in today's lecture, and I hope that all your concepts will be clear for how to take the moment when the load is acting horizontal on a particular frame. Okay? To start with, we all know that the formula for moment. What is the formula for moment? Moment about a point O, that is equal to force into perpendicular distance. This word perpendicular distance is very important. Okay? If force is horizontal, okay, then the distance will be considered as vertical. Okay, from line of action of force and the point at which moment is calculated. Okay, so in this particular problem, we are going to calculate the point moment at a point O. Okay, now what is force F given over here? So force F, that is equal to P1, that is equal to 10 kilonewton. Now what I will do? I will extend the line of action of force. Okay, so I will extend the line of action of force. So this is LOA. Alright, now what is perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance is the distance between line of action and the point where moment is to be taken. So this will be our perpendicular distance D. Okay, so D, that will be equal to 1.2 meters. Okay, now just I want to make you remember again that if you want to find out the direction, you can use right hand thumb rule, or you can use a simple method that you want to form a circle and go to the point O and come back again to the starting point. So we will move in this direction, right? And we will come back to point B over here. So what is the direction of force? So direction of force is clockwise, and clockwise is considered as positive. Okay? So therefore, moment about point O, that is equal to 10 into 1.2, and that is equal to 12. What will be the unit of force? Kilonewton. So we can write down kilonewton. What is the unit of distance? It is meter. So kilonewton meter is the answer for moment about O. Basically, students get confused that if the horizontal force is acting, the distance they considered as OA. No, as the force is horizontal, distance will be vertical because we have to take the perpendicular distance. So we are extending line of action and finding out the distance. Now we come to the second problem. So second problem you can see has two forces. One is horizontal force P1 and second is vertical force P2. Okay, so moment we have to find out about point O. So I will write down plus or minus F1 D1 plus or minus F2 D2. Okay, now F1 is equal to P1 and that is equal to 10 kilonewtons. Okay, now if you see that to find out the distance d1, we have to take the line of action of the force P1. So we are extending it in the forward direction. Okay, so this is our LOA. Okay, now what is the perpendicular distance? Distance between line of action and point O. So what is the distance? So this distance that is equal to d1, that is equal to 1 meter. So I can write down d1 that is equal to 1 meter. Now we come to the second force, that is F2. What is the magnitude of F2? F2 is nothing but P2, which is equal to 15 kilonewtons. Okay, so D2, what I will do? I will extend the line of action of force P2. So this comes out to be line of action. Force is vertical. So what will be the perpendicular distance? Horizontal. Up to which particular point? Up to point O. So D2 that is equal to, what is it? 1.2, that is distance between O and B, that is equal to 1.2. So it will be 1.2 meters, right? So therefore moment about O is equal to 10 into 1 plus or minus 15 into 1.2. Now it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. So we start with the first. Okay, if I want to go to point O, how will I try to rotate or form a circle? I will try to form a circle in a clockwise direction. So this is 10 into 1 clockwise, and we go to the second force P2. Again I want to go to point O. So how will I rotate? I will rotate in this manner. Okay, and come back to point B. So again it is clockwise, and clockwise we are taking it as positive. So 1.2. So 10 plus, what is 15 into 1.2? So we can have a calculator, okay, and we can find out what was the value. So give me the answer at the end of the program, okay. Now we come to the third problem, and the third problem you can see is a typical problem with an inclined force, okay. So first of all, what we will do, we will try to draw a free body diagram. To draw a free body diagram, we have to convert the 10 kilonewton force into horizontal and vertical component. Okay. So if you want to have a horizontal and vertical component, what is the thumb rule? That suppose this is the point A and the force is acting inwards and it is forming an angle of 60 degree with horizontal, then the component will also come inwards. Okay, so this will be the inward component. Now the force is forming an angle with respect to horizontal. So the horizontal component opposite to it will be a cos component. So this one will be P1 cos 60 and the another one will be P1 sin 60. So what is the thumb rule? That the force is forming an angle with horizontal axis So horizontal component will be cos and vertical component will be sine. Similarly, suppose it happens that the force is forming an angle with respect to vertical axis. Okay. So what will happen? The vertical component will be cos and horizontal component will be sine. So what is to be looked? That the force is forming angle with respect to which axis? Okay. In this problem, the force is forming with respect to y-axis. So your y component is cos and x component is sine. Now in this numerical, the force is forming angle with x-axis. So x component is cos and y component is sine. Now how to draw a free body diagram? So we will take the point O in the vertical downward direction. We will take the point A in the vertical direction and we will draw a horizontal line. Okay. So this horizontal line represents O and A. Okay. Now P1 cos 60. What is P1? 10. 10 cos 60. And what is this? 10 sin 60. So I can show that at point A we have a horizontal force of P or 10 cos 60 and we have a vertical force of 10 sin 60. Okay, and the distance is 1.5 meters. Okay, so now if I want to take the moment about point O, what is our formula? Plus or minus, I name it as suppose F1 and I name this as F2. So F1 into D1 plus or minus F2 into D2. What is F1? 10 cos 60. Okay, what is D1? So line of action of the force to be extended. So if I extend the line of action, right, it comes and meets at point O. So what will happen? It will produce a linear motion. There is no perpendicular distance. Okay. So D1 will be 0 because force is horizontal. So perpendicular distance I need vertical. But it is forming with respect to point O. So it will be 0. Now F2. What is F2? 10 sin 60. Okay. And what is D2? What is D2? So I will extend the line of action. So I am extending the line of action in the forward and backward direction. So this distance up to point O will be your perpendicular distance, that is equal to OA, that is equal to 1.5 meter. Why? Because force is vertical. So perpendicular distance will be horizontal. Okay. So D2 that is equal to 1.5. How will it try to form a circle? It will try to form a circle in a clockwise manner. So it will be considered as clockwise and clockwise movement is considered as positive. So therefore moment about O is equal to 0 or 10 cos 60 into 0 plus 10 sin 60 into 1.5 as it is clockwise. What is 10 sin 60? Sin 60 is 0.866 or it is 0.5. So sin 60 is basically point, let us check, it is point 866. So 0 plus 10 into 0.866 into 1.5. So you get multiply by 10, multiply by 1.5, it gives you 12.99 kilonewton meter positive moment. Okay? In this case, it is 10 plus, what is 15 into 1.2? So 15 into 1.2 comes out to be 18. So we get 28 kilonewton meters. Okay? So this lecture is a very short lecture in which I have taken a typical case of horizontal force, inclined force and combination of horizontal and vertical force. Only the important thing is that if force is horizontal, distance is vertical. Okay? And if force is vertical, distance is horizontal. And second important point, that line of action of the force and the point at which movement is to be calculated. And how do we get line of action of force? जिस पॉइंट पे फोर्स एक्ट करता है उसको अपन फॉरवर्ड और बैकवर्ड एक्सटेंड करते हैं, तो वो लाइन हमें जो मिलती है उसको अपन बोलते हैं LOA और लाइन ऑफ एक्शन. Okay, so I think this lecture is over and it is a short lecture. In the next lecture we will be taking a problem of coplanar non-concurrent forces. Okay, thank you all. Thank you.